Not only do they beat the woman, stand by and video this girl getting killed, they then lie about her cause of death to her mother. We are not seeking justice for this girl. And it will be a day that hell freezes over that I stop seeking justice for Shanquella Robinson. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. Thank you for being with us here at Fox Nation and Sirius XM 111. You know how many times I have said to a jury, let me go to you, Kathleen Murphy with me, high-profile lawyer, joining me out of North Carolina at ncdomesticlaw.com. How many times have I said to a jury, Kathleen, I'm bringing you all this evidence. What do you want? A video? Well, in this case, we have a video. Because not only did her girlfriends that she went away to this luxe vacation just down a hop, skip, and a jump down the road from where Jennifer Aniston hangs out in Cabo all the time. Right down from that.
I'm going to trial today and I have a video.
Yeah, this girl is being murdered in her luxury suite bedroom, being beaten dead by one of her friend girls, and another person is videoing it. She is dead, and there's a video, Kathleen.
I cried when I saw that video. I posted on my personal Facebook page. But Nancy, my question is, did these folks plan this crime that occurred in Mexico in the United States? And if so, why are they not arrested right now for planning that crime, even though it occurred in the United States?
Okay, as I often say, Kathleen Murphy, I don't know if they taught you this in law school. I learned it in the courtroom. Screw them and the horse they rode in on. All right? I don't care if they planned it here, planned it in the hall, planned it in the doorway as they walked in her bedroom. She is dead because of a break to her spine. And you see in the video them waking. She doesn't have on any clothes. She sleeps without any clothes on.
She seemed very excited about the trip, you know. And she said she was getting ready to eat some tacos. They had a chef there. And I said, okay, love you. I will talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy yourself. And I never spoke with my child again.
With the Shanquella Robinson case, which occurred before Halloween, we have now gone well beyond the Christmas season. Every day people die, but not Shanquella Robinson. So, from the most recent episode of Crime Stories with Nancy Grace, we have some crucial revelations for you today. Now that we're so far into this that even New Year's Day has passed, how have no arrests been made? So, what exactly is going on at this point? The victim's mother, Salamander Robinson, claims she received a worry call from one of Shanquella's pals not even 24 hours after her daughter arrived in paradise. How would you react if you learned that your daughter, who had just returned from a trip, had died? Nobody can comprehend the agony that Mrs. Robinson endured. During this challenging time, Nancy Grace came forward to reveal the truth about Shanquella's death in order to assist the buried family. So, stick with us because we have all the details for you today.
She seemed very excited about the trip, you know. And she said she was getting ready to eat some tacos. They had a chef there. And I said, okay, love you. I will talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy yourself. And I never spoke with my child again.
How heartbreaking would it be to discover that your child, about whom you had only spoken the day before, had died? Shanquella Robinson, a 25-year-old American lady, died on October 29th in Cabo, San Lucas, Mexico, while on vacation with 6 of her friends. Her mother stated that she appeared to be quite excited about the vacation and that she was getting ready to eat some tacos. But she never believed in her wildest fantasies that she would never talk to her child again.
She dies right there. Did you see the beating in the video, Dr. Gallagher?
I did, and at that point it looked like her spine was broken or her neck was broken. So it appeared as though the cervical vertebral column was dislocated from the skull itself. So in that, we call that an internal decapitation, but it was a violent blow and it was a violent outcome, and it was just absolutely sad and no reason for it. That brought about her instantaneous demise.
We don't think anyone can refute the obvious once Dr. Tim Gallagher's factual statement with Nancy about Quella's death aired. He plainly stated that her neck was shattered and that the cervical spinal column looked to be displaced from the skull itself. He also says that it was caused by a severe strike, which resulted in her death instantly.
Right down from that.
I'm going to trial today and I have a video.
Yeah, this girl is being murdered in her luxury suite bedroom, being beaten dead by one of her friend girls, and another person is videoing it. She is dead, and there's a video, Kathleen.
Nancy is even pretty hostile about the case because the authorities initially did not believe it was a murder until a terrible video leaked on the internet. It's astonishing that a 25-year-old girl was beaten to death in her luxury suite bedroom by a lady while the other person stood there filming the entire event. Where is humanity in all of this?
New video shows a woman charge at Shanquella Robinson, who is naked, later delivering several punches and kicks to her head and neck. In the video, someone urges Quella to fight back.
Quella, can you at least fight back?
No.
The viral video that sparked outrage on the internet was of a lady violently hitting Robinson, who was literally nude and unable to fight back. The individual filming the video even mockingly commented, "Can you at least fight back?" To which she replied, "No." The woman continued to kick and punch Robinson while yelling, "Get up," adding, "I'm tired of your shit." During the conversation, Salamander also disclosed to Nancy that her daughter likes to sleep naked and was most likely sleeping just before the incident in the viral video. She was a good child and had a great heart, and she did not deserve to be treated like that, Salamander decried. "This hurts. This hurt to the core," said Bernard Robinson. "She was my only child. She had so much going for herself."
She is dead because of a break to her spine. And you see in the video them waking. She doesn't have on any clothes. She sleeps without any clothes on. She's getting out of bed and they start beating her.
Many people speculated that her pals had planned the entire murder ahead of time because, as seen in the video, Robinson had just gotten out of bed when the woman struck her mercilessly. She continued to pound her without stopping. According to autopsy records, her death was caused by a broken spine and neck.
Dichotomy between what the medical examiner says. She died 15 minutes after, essentially, as you described, an internal decapitation, and all the friends telling the mom on the phone it was alcohol poisoning.
Shanquella's pals tried to deceive her mother by telling her that she wasn't feeling well and that she had alcohol poisoning. It appears that they want us to assume that Shanquella's death was caused by exceeding her drinking limit. The statements made by her pals, however, did not add up. The grieving mother said they couldn't get a pulse. Each one of the people that was there with her was telling different stories. Furthermore, medical examiners claim she died 15 minutes after suffering the strikes that resulted in an internal decapitation. So, why are Quella's pals giving her mother contradictory stories?
Thing to do with alcohol, say that she had been, she had a broken neck and her spine in the back was cracked. She had been beaten.
Shanquella's mother has no idea what alcohol poisoning is, but her so-called friends know what's wrong with her before the doctor arrives. Don't you think that's a little suspicious? Salamander even confirmed that there was no evidence of alcohol in her system after receiving the autopsy results. After they said it was alcohol poisoning, we received the autopsy report on Thursday and it said that her neck had been broken. She clarified. It also proves Quella's pals lied to her, as Salamander said. That took it to a whole nother level because that meant somebody had attacked her. Furthermore, Salamander said that the entire group left Mexico without her daughter, leaving Robinson's body behind. Her body has returned home, but they still don't have the answers they're looking for. She was devastated when she discovered her daughter's body. She still has no idea what her daughter did to deserve this. She had a heart of gold. She loved everybody, and pretty much everybody loved her. Her bereaved mother gushed.
I mean, a guy is not a boyfriend, but it's her friend?
We don't know the females. We just know him personally. The other set of people are actually people who she went to college with.
Shanquella's sister even said that she doesn't know much about the 6 companions. Perhaps they were just her classmates. But one of the male pals, Khalil, was the closest to Quella, and the family knew him intimately owing to his regular visits. Khalil Cook, one of the group's travelers and Shanquella's best friend, delivered Shanquella's bag and other belongings to the family's home and spent each day consoling them after Robinson's death. However, the group's activities and statements about the case have been highly suspicious since Quella's death. The gang prepared clothes for the funeral they meant to attend, but when the death certificate arrived, they vanished, according to Salamandra. It is pretty likely that they colluded with the police or that the police assisted them in evading arrest, because it's impossible to imagine that the victim was not rushed to an ER to receive emergency medical assistance. They should have sent reinforcements because she was in critical condition. However, nothing was done as it should have been. The FBI Charlotte field office launched an inquiry about a month after Robinson's death as Mexican prosecutors attempted to extradite the suspect. There is already an arrest warrant issued for the crime of femicide. That is according to Daniel de la Rosa, the Attorney General for Baja California Sur. Investigators have not named one of Robinson's buddies as the suspect in the murder. We are already carrying out all the relevant procedures, both the Interpol file and the extradition request, de la Rosa added.
We continue to reach out to everyone on the trip. One of the phone numbers that previously went to a personalized voicemail,
the subscriber you have dialed is not in service,
is now disconnected.
The abrupt disappearance of the prospective suspects has given rise to a slew of new theories. You might not believe it, but the media has attempted to contact Quella's friends by phoning their phone numbers or contacting some of them on social media, but none of them have responded. Furthermore, receiving answers from Mexican police about the case has been tough because no one is prepared to give precise answers about Robinson's murder case. As a result, numerous unsolved questions remain, awaiting answers from authorities. Posts about Shanquella, on the other hand, went popular on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram with the hashtag Justice for Quella. Everybody's helping out. The victim's mother told NBC News, "I appreciate the ones working so hard to get justice done. We're not done yet, but we're going to get theirs." There has also been a hashtag Justice for Quella rally to bring justice for Shanquella Robinson, with other women seen embracing Shanquella's mother between pews. Many people came to offer comfort and support to the family during this difficult period. Braxton Winston, a member of the Charlotte City Council, stated, "I'm here to bring words of comfort to the Robinson family and to the community of Charlotte. I'm going to be honest, this is tough. This is hard. Even a former high school classmate of Shanquella couldn't stop himself from sharing some good words for the deceased. She was my personal stylist." He recounted, "She loved to get dressed. She loved to get fresh. She was always one call away from me, always. I feel like we don't really understand how little time we have with the people we love." He continued, "Life is fragile, fleeting, complex, and confusing. We know all good things come to an end, yet we still have difficulty processing them. I wish this had never happened to Quella." Fans, too, do not want to be left behind and are ready to rally behind Nancy Grace, who is fighting for justice, and Quella's family, who have endured enough. One voiced her opinion, saying, "I love you, Nancy. You fight for those that lose loved ones to murder, those that go missing, and all crime. Thank you for highlighting this case in the Black community. It is outrageous that a lady could be treated this way by her so-called friends. Absolutely heartbreaking, disgusting, and horrific. I hope they get them all. This was such a crime that still haunts me, and like many people want to see these evil people get what they so deserve. Justice for Shanquella and her family." The second person added, "The people in that room must be held responsible. They murdered that beautiful woman without her fighting back. Horrific. Don't stop fighting for justice." And that's it from us today. Until next time, bye.